Welcome back. We're continuing to closely track the situation in Kathmandu, which seems to be getting desperate, at least for now, with the death toll having already crossed 1,800, and there are fears it could keep rising further. Well, earlier we spoke to MEA spokesperson Vikas Swarup about India's rescue and relief operations in Nepal.
Well, joining us now on the phone line, Mr. Vikas Swarup, the spokesperson of the External Affairs Ministry. Sir, thank you very much for speaking to us. How does India intend to step up its relief efforts tomorrow onwards? We know what India has done today in terms of the planes we've gotten across, a helicopter also going across. Tomorrow onwards, how do we intend to step this up?
Basically, what is happening is the C-130 is already returning from Kathmandu. It is having 52 Indians on board, and it is expected to land at around 10:30 p.m. in Delhi. We are making arrangements for the Indians on board to take them to state guest houses from where they can make their onboard arrangements. The C-117 and the IL-76 are presently on their way to Kathmandu. They are expected to bring back 100 Indians each, either late tonight or tomorrow. And the C-130 has also would have done an aerial reconnaissance so that we will know the exact extent of the damage in Nepal. And our further decisions will be based on what we see.
Mr. Swarup, what is the assistance that the Nepalese government has sought from India?
Well, that was explained by the Foreign Secretary in his briefing today. Basically, they have sought relief teams, they have sought relief material. So the IL-76, for instance, is carrying 28 tons of relief material, and it is carrying 163 members of the National Disaster Response team. And similarly, the C-17 is carrying 96 personnel from the NDRF, as well as 15 tons of relief supplies.
Mr. Swarup, is it at all possible to know about the number of Indians roughly in Kathmandu or in the affected area at this stage? Do we have any count?
As you know, the communication system, situation in Nepal is very difficult at the moment. Our embassy is doing its very best to collate all the information, and as soon as I have an update, I will let you know.
What exactly is the embassy doing with these helplines? What is the information that they can provide Indian nationals looking for assistance?
Well, basically, they should contact the embassy, and the embassy will then make arrangements for their onward journey to India, through our special planes which are going as we speak.
Final question to you. We are told Air India is mounting additional flights tomorrow. Could you tell us a little bit more about the airport itself? We are told after our first C-130 landed, it's clear that flights can now take place. This is very good news.
Basically, commercial flights, have been suspended from Kathmandu airport, but, our special flights are allowed to land. We have special permission for that.
All right, Mr. Swarup, the External Affairs spokesperson, thank you very much for speaking to us.
Well, scientists had been warning for a long time that the Himalayan region, which is a highly seismically active zone, could witness a devastating earthquake of the kind that struck on Saturday. So just what caused this earthquake and what can we expect going forward? NDTV science editor Pallav Bagla has more on that.
A 7.9 magnitude earthquake hit Nepal at 11:40 a.m. India time. This Himalayan quake had an epicenter close to Kathmandu. The Himalayan quake had several large aftershocks. The earthquake was felt all over northern and eastern India. The Himalayan region is highly earthquake prone. Below the Himalayas, the two plates, the Indian and the Asian, are colliding. The Indian plate is sliding 5 centimeters per year below the Eurasian plate. This makes the Himalayas rise by 5 millimeters every year. As a consequence, huge tension builds up below the earth, becoming like a tight rubber band. Every few years, these rocks break free, causing an earthquake. The last big earthquake in this region took place in 1934 in Bihar, Nepal. Scientists have been predicting that a massive earthquake would strike the region. Scientists still do not rule out that an even larger earthquake could strike again. Unfortunately, forecasting an earthquake is still not possible. The best is to live in safe buildings.